Welcome to the Howdy Movie Podcast. Today is Wednesday, November 22nd. 60 years ago today, I was at my grandmother's funeral breakfast. Little gin mill in Chicago. It was about 12:30 in the afternoon. And a waitress came into the room. There were about 60 of us. With a tray full of filled water glasses, all of a sudden she dropped them. Just started crying and ran away. It was right there and then, November 22nd, 1963, that we had all learned that John F. Kennedy has been assassinated in Dallas, Texas. That day changed the world, changed the United States forever. My grandchildren don't know about it. My kids couldn't comprehend it. But that weekend, what you did is you went home and you turned on the television set and you were glued to it. That weekend made television news what it is today. 24/7, all you did was watch TV. That or go to church. Remember the good old days? Go to church. I remember coming home from Sunday Mass, eating some sweetbreads and muffins at the kitchen table, again with the television on, and watching live Jack Ruby shoot Lee Harvey Oswald. Right there and then you knew something was really crazy going on here. To this day, it's an industry. November 22nd, 1963. We feel it today in ways you may not realize. John F. Kennedy was the first president. He was preceded by Eisenhower, Harry Truman. He was the first president that faced the civil rights inequality. James Meredith not being able to go to University of Mississippi. George Wallace standing at the doors of the University of Alabama blocking black kids from coming in. Kennedy fought that. He sent Nicholas Katzenbach, his attorney general, down to Alabama to confront George Wallace, and they were let in. With his assassination, Lyndon B. Johnson, the vice president, assumed the presidency, and he was a good old Southern boy. Nowhere near the civil rights advocate as John F. Kennedy was, but he wanted to prove that he was just as good. So he came out with the Great Society, a program of enormous payouts to try to make people equal via their pocketbook. The worst thing he did was he gave minorities, poor families, extra money for every kid that they had. Unfortunately, the minority community took that as a bankroll, and rather than have a son or a daughter to bring up in this world, they were spitting them out like Pez dispensers for an extra $92 a month. That began the destruction of the black family. That began the destruction of what we call fatherhood. And to this day, that is the problem solver. 99% of the problems can be solved if we stick to the one adage, everything begins at the kitchen table. Think about that. Everything begins at the kitchen table. Education, jobs, peace, inequality, law, ambition, what's right, what's wrong, bringing up kids. Everything begins at the kitchen table. It will solve our problems. That ended on November 22nd, 1963. I hope everyone has a tremendous Thanksgiving. Be thankful for being in America. Be thankful for your family. Pray for those who are not as fortunate as we are. Pray for those in war-torn areas. Pray for peace. Pray for a little solace. I'll be back probably Saturday with the shift head of the week. Can't forget that. There's a never-ending list, but God bless you. God bless America. Happy Thanksgiving. See you soon. Let's make America great again by voting. Thank you.